Ever stared at a loading screen and thought, this could be smoother? In this video, I will show you how to create a clean professional loading animation in Figma. Let's make your UI flow feel alive. Hello, welcome back. In this video, you are going to learn two simple loading animation. The first loading animation we're going to do is the loading bar. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to your tool section and then you're going to pick your rectangle shape tool. And then you're now going to draw a rectangle shapes tool this way. So you're now going to have something like this. So the next thing you're going to do is to give it a curve. So you're just going to make it, let the height be 20. Then you're now going to give it a curve corner radius. Then let's give it a corner radius to have this rounded smooth edge. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and duplicate this. So you now say Control D and duplicate it. So once you've duplicated it, the next thing, the top one, you click on the, make sure you click on the shape. Then the next thing you're now going to go ahead and do is to Control D and duplicate it. So now you have two duplicates here. If you check at the right hand and left hand side panel, you see you have two rectangles. So the first rectangle, you are now going to left click and you drag like this. Now going to left click and you drag like this. So you have something like this. So the next thing you're going to do is you are now going to change the color of this to your own choice, any color of your choice. For this tutorial, I'm going to use green. So you now have something like this. So now what you're now going to go ahead and do is to highlight all of this. You highlight all of this. Once you've highlighted all of this, then you're now going to go ahead and say Control G and group them together. So once you've grouped them together, you now duplicate this and bring it down here. Then once you've duplicated and brought it, bring it down, group, you click on this group. Once you click, you now double click to make sure you're clicking on your colored fill, So what you now do next is you now drag it back to fill it up, have something like this. So once you've done that, the next thing now you're now going to do is to give everything, is to highlight all of them. Once you've highlighted all of them, then you come to the top side of your panel, that's the right hand side. Then you click on the drop down, then you say create component set. Once you've created component set, you go into prototype. Once you click on your prototype, you now connect the top one to the bottom one. You now click and connect. Once you click, you now come to your prototype settings, trigger, after delay 1 millisecond, smart animate, curve linear, then duration, you make it 4000. So the next thing you're now going to do is to test your prototype. We'll draw a frame here to use in testing our prototype. You go to the top one and you left click, you alt and left click and you drag to duplicate. So we have something like this. You're now going to make sure it's at the center. Then you come to your frame, then you shift and space to play your prototype. Voila, that's the first one. Then let's go ahead to make the second one. So to make the second one, the first thing you're going to do is to have your frame, bring out your frame, is to bring out a frame this way. Now, once you've brought out a frame, The next thing, you come to rectangle, your shape tool here, then you bring out an ellipse. You bring out an ellipse this way. Then this ellipse, we're going to make it, um, let's say 16 by 16. So once we've done this, the next thing now you're going to do is to duplicate. Or first of all, we'll give it our color. So you come to the fill area, give it the color. For this, I'm going to use green. So after doing that, now duplicate this, then you duplicate again, then you have this. So you are now going to arrange this way. You have this. Just make sure it's well balanced. You come to alignment, align this, come to alignment, align this, come to alignment and align this. Then you're now going to click on it, click and click, then give it auto layout just to give it equal space. 10 is okay. Then I will come back to it again and right click and ungroup, remove the auto layout because you're going to work on it. So the next thing we'll do is to click on this frame like this. So once you've clicked on the frame, let's make it closer. So what you do is you create an auto layout. Once you create an auto layout, you're now going to reduce the space and make it 4. Let's use 4. So now then bring it to the center, align it to the center, then you now come back here and ungroup. So now the reason why we're ungrouping is because you have work to do. You're going to play around with this. So the next thing you do is you're now going to give this a component, make this a component. So you now come over here, then you now come to this component here, then you are now going to create a component. So once you've created a component, you now come to this plus sign and you say add variants. So when you add variants, you come back here, then you add another variant. So now you have these variants. So make it 5 variants. So that's what we're going to use to play with. So now what you do next is it's like this. Then the first one here, you would click on this one, this middle one, take it up, then click on this, take it up this way. Then the second one here, you are now going to bring it here and you bring this here. No, you take this one up here, take this one up. Then for this, you are now going to take this up like this, take this up like this. So you do this, then you are now going to do this. So you're going to, you see, this from this, and then this, then this, then this. So now the next thing you're now going to do is to come back here to your prototype and you click on your prototype. Then after clicking on your prototype, you click on this, then you link it to this. Then after delay, you come to 1 millisecond, then duration, you take it back to 600. Then the second one, the same thing. After delay, 1 millisecond, linear 600. Then the third one, click after delay, 1 millisecond, linear 600. So now what you do is once you've done this, you see this last one, you delete it. We don't need it. What we'll do is we're going to connect this fourth one now. Then you click, then after delay 1 millisecond, then linear 600. So now what you now do is you now click on the overall frame here, come to design. Then what you do is you now come to this 0 here. this white here. Then you now click on the opacity, then you make it 0, remove the opacity this way. So you're going to have this. So now the next thing you do is to test your loader. So we're going to bring a frame out. We're going to bring a frame out. Now, after bringing this frame, we'll now write something like loading. So we'll just say, so we're going to write loading here, 16, make it thicker, make it bolder. So we can now center this. Then now the first one here, we are now going to copy it, alt left click and drag. So like this. So now what you do is you click here and shift space to give you the prototype. So it's too slow. We're now going to increase the speed. So we'll come back to prototype, then click back on this link, this first link. We're now going to make it 100. Just same thing, this link will come linear, we'll make it 100. The first thing, this one, we'll click on linear, we'll make it 100. Then the next, the last one, you can click on it, then you also make it 100. So now let's go back again and check our prototype. I'll click on our prototype, then we'll shift space. It's so fast. So this is how it works. So you need to adjust it to how you want. So I purposely left this so that you'll see. So now we'll use 300 and see. So 300, and we'll go back to click on this, then change 300, then you go back to this, then you change 300, 300. So now at least you're learning that, oh, if it doesn't work, you don't need to scatter it. You can just come back to your prototype again and still work on these numbers. So now 300, then now let's come back again and check our loading. So this is better. So this is better. So this is our loading. This is the second loading. If this helped you design smoother UI animation, hit that like button. It tells YouTube you're loving this kind of content. Subscribe for more weekly design tips and let me know in the comments what animation you want me to break down next. Until then, keep designing, keep creating, and stay focused.